When I was a kid, I always preferred Sonic over Mario. Sonic was cool, fast, and even strong, while Mario was on the tamer side. Sure, he could break floating blocks in the air with his fist, but could he outrun a black hole? Could he fly? Was he even fast? That's what I wanted to find out. As an unfortunate long-time Sonic fan, I wanted to find out what really made Mario special. So I decided to play 3 of the most popular, easily purchased Mario games to see if Mr. Mario was really any good. The games I chose were Super Mario 64, Mario Galaxy 1, and Mario Galaxy 2. For some context, I have loved Sonic my whole life. The first video game I ever played was Sonic 2 on the Sega Genesis. Yes, you can call me Unc or you can call me Gramps, but Sonic and me, we were intertwined. If it wasn't for YouTube's TOS, there would most likely be a PNG of me and Sonic making sweet, sweet love. I've almost played every Sonic game, which is not as cool as to say now as it was to say on the playground, but Mario and I, we have only had a few interactions. Almost like that weird uncle on Christmas that shows up late each year with a new girlfriend. The Mario games I played were Mario Kart and Super Mario on the DS, which aren't exactly the pinnacle of Mario. So I set out on my journey to experience Mario and... yeah, Mario is iconic, truly. Going into this, I was thinking Mario was going to be a bit of platforming, a bit of decent music, then I'm going to go straight back to Sonic playing all the same games I have been for years. But for once, I was wrong. It was fun, it was inspiring, and maybe even inspirational. Starting with SM64, I had incredibly low expectations. To me, it was a stinky old game on an old stinky console, and I would never like that compared to my awesome Call of Duty and Fortnite battle passes. But again, I was wrong. It was fun. It was cool even. Somehow Nintendo decided to fuck it. Let's make an incredible 3D platformer, and let's make it the first one ever to come out. The movement is easy to learn, but incredibly hard to master. SM64 wants to make you think of the 40 different ways you can get from A to B. Charm is literally oozing out of every hole in M64. That's a gross visual, but you know what I mean. Somehow, on not only Nintendo's first go, but the industry's first go at 3D, it was massive. It was so popular that we are even getting speedruns today still of SM64. We have streamers like Ludwig, Simply, and even somehow Squeak speedrun this game. It was just that good. What did I think of it? Besides the swimming and the general camera clunkiness, it was fantastic. So that's 1 point for Sonic, since he can't swim already, so he can't have bag mechanics. On a serious note though, the game is amazing. It is one of the most innovative and intuitive games I have ever played. So much is done so right to create this believable world full of paintings. To put it simply, Mario 64 wants you to explore. It wants you to try new things. It actually wants you randomly to bump into walls, because half the time there are secrets there. Mario 64 was made by people who like to explore, but could this really be better than my Sonic the Hedgehog? Really? Mario Galaxy, another cult classic. Mario Galaxy did not have the galactic impact like SM64 did, but it still created this incredibly charming game. When most people talk about Mario Galaxy, there is a consensus that this game thrives on the vibe. It's mostly calm and melodic music mixed with its vast visuals that leave you lost in the middle of some random sphere. However, my initial thoughts of Mario Galaxy was disappointment. We lost the incredible movement of SM64, which was a key component for Mario to me at the time. But instead of mastering a complex and detailed movement system, we now have replaced that with practically hundreds of new mechanics, where from as simple as the new spin jump, all the way to Mario being a bee. It literally never gets stale. Each power star felt like I was learning a new mechanic to add to Mario's moveset that was genuinely meaningful. If you don't like one new stage mechanic, it can be annoying to finish that stage, but there are sincerely so many different mechanics that you are bound to like, if not most of them. I still can't exactly put my finger on why Mario Galaxy is so charming to me. I know we have a hottest Mario character now added being Rosalina, but I think Mario Galaxy really captures being a kid again. Now, I'm not sure if being a 21-year-old man who's never really played Mario before has amplified my experience, but I felt like a child. If you get the time, please raise a son with no Mario content until 21 and see what happens for me. That'd be cool to know. Genuinely though, this game has it all. Mechanics, music, well-designed. What is there not to like? However, did Mario Galaxy 1 really top Sonic the Hedgehog? Does this run past the fastest thing alive? Well, Mario Galaxy 2. Okay, so you know how you just heard me talk about Mario Galaxy? Basically, let's keep the vibe of the first game, keep the great visuals, great music, all the good stuff. Now, think about the stages, and let's get rid of them. We don't need them where we're going. Mario Galaxy gives us better levels, better mechanics, a slightly worse hub world, and a slightly worse stage select screen, but even better boss fights. Look, Mario Galaxy 2 is just an improvement. The levels you through are just incredible. With new mechanics, once again, each stage there is always something new to learn. It kind of has the same problem of Mario Galaxy 1, where if you don't like one certain stage mechanic, it's kind of gonna stink, but thankfully most of the power-ups and stage mechanics are great. One complaint I often hear about Mario Galaxy 2 is the vibe of the game, that it's worse than the original, and honestly, yeah, I do kind of agree with that, but overall, I think Mario Galaxy 2 is a better game at its core. But if I came home drunk from another failed night out, I would most likely pick the original over number 2. However, it still gives that strong sense of wonder that Mario Galaxy 1 revels in. You can still see distant planets, and much like a little kid, you hope you get to go there. Or in this case, our star friends hopefully take us there. Mario Galaxy 2, much like Mario's previous games, really encourages us to explore, and I think that's something I can take away from the series as a whole, that the people who make 3D Mario games love you to explore their games, to find the hidden details within the world itself, and that's something so special that I never realized Mario had. Now, as a Sonic fanboy, a Sonic meat rider, a Sonic defender, even a Sonic hero, what do I prefer? I honestly think I have to review both the 2D Mario games and the 2D Sonic games to ultimately decide whether or not there is a series I prefer. And if you guys have any suggestions for the 2D Mario games to play, please leave a comment below. I'm already writing up the script for the next video relating to Mario and Sonic. However, I may make some other videos in the meantime, just before I spearhead this one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and the usual YouTuber stuff, but be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you again.